Okay. Whew. Okay. Word to the wise. If you're going to stay at a hotel in Japan, you have to manually turn on the fucking refrigerator. You either have to turn on a switch to turn it on, or you turn on the switch that turns the it's already on, but you need to set the cooling temperature. I just put a bunch of stuff in the fridge last night. To be fair, they had a little sign in there, but that said, turn the dial in order to make the fridge cold. And so I bought these protein yogurts, and they're not cheap. They're like $2 a pop. And yeah, the fridge did not cool the whole night. And it's fine for my canned coffee, but for my dairy, you know, for my yogurt, you can't do that. You can't eat it. So, so yeah, I'm angry at this hotel because I don't understand. You have to put a key card in at the wall here in order to turn on all the electronics. Why don't they just do the same thing? Why isn't the fridge connected to that system at all? Oh yeah, because I guess if you leave the room, then your food will go bad. I guess, yeah, once you unplug that. It makes sense, but they give you 2 cards. So you could keep one in the fucking thing the whole time if you really wanted to. But anyway, hi everybody. I don't know if my batteries are charged because I need to... I left my batteries at the tattoo place last night. But hopefully they're charging. Or they're, yeah, I'm betting that they're charging because he had them plugged into the wall the whole time. So, but anyway, I'm in a hotel right now in Iwate Prefecture in Morioka City, and I don't have, Craig, you ain't got no job, you ain't got no girl, man, you ain't got shit to do. I already packed up all my stuff, and I'm gonna get kicked out of here in 30 minutes. So, I thought I would do a quick July 2023 life update, and you know I always do these at home, and I always do them with this camera because the camera's battery life is so fucking good. So I thought, why not do a life update right now for at least the next 30 minutes? It's a good way to kill some time and be productive, before I go and get my tattoo. So yeah, first off, hi everybody. I know that you love these long videos for some reason. It's weird. I mean, like, I always thought that I kind of have an annoying voice and that I ramble too much, but there's a certain group of you guys out there that are just like, I really like listening to Dad ramble on for hours on end and blah blah blah. And I get it why you guys would like it for this stuff versus the live streams, because it's one stream of consciousness versus like reading the chat over and over again, right? So I get that. I get that part of it. But anyway, yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching this though. So do me a favor though, smash the like button if you haven't already. Smash the like button. Even if you don't like me, just fucking push the dislike button. It's engagement. So and also leave a comment. And the comment of the day is, what do you guys drink in the morning? I've got black coffee and regular coffee, and I need to take my vitamins. I'm not hungover though, so hopefully I won't puke these up this time. I didn't take my shit. I haven't taken my stuff for 2 days in a row, so hopefully this will help me get back on track with stuff. Yeah, these are the vitamins I take every day. Got the multivitamin. That's a gummy because I'm a big pussy. Put this back in the bag. That's good, Mr. Bruce. Master Bruce. And I've got my B12. B12 for sure. Yep. I got my zinc. I love the zinc one. Oh, tastes like cherries. And then I've got my fish pill and my ADHD pill. I just wash that down with coffee. That's kind of... content you guys fucking logged in for, huh? The lighting here does suck ass for watching stuff. Let's put on TV something in the background. Have the TV move around. This sucks. They have YouTube, but they don't let you watch YouTube. Like, it's YouTube news channels only that you can watch. It's fucking stupid. But anyway, so yeah, I usually talk about the YouTube progress, and then I'm trying to do a thing where I talk about YouTube progress first and then personal progress later. So, but I'm going to try to condense this really quick since I only have such a quick time budget right now, and my batteries are charging very, very slowly for some reason. First off, it's July. It's been 4 years of me doing these live updates, and I would like to, if I could, I like the idea of more often doing these live updates while I'm on the road. I think that would be cool because, well, one, it's a great way to kill time before I get kicked out of the hotel, but also I like the idea of just like me going out of my apartment. Nothing it humbles you more and than going outside of Tokyo. And I know I'm Tokyo Sam or whatever, but I always tell you guys this, I always say if you're coming to Japan, don't live in Tokyo. And it's not because that's my place and you can't come there. It's because Tokyo is just so easy to make friends with people who speak English, and you are not challenged at all to speak Japanese. And in Tokyo they see you more as a novelty, and I really do ham it up with my with my gaijin, like, oh, I'm a gaijin, ho ho ho, I really ham that up more than when you go to a place like this, Morioka, like, no one gives a shit that you're like a wacky foreigner. Like, people just want you to talk normal. They're like, yeah, that's great. So, like, where are you going? And so that's like a nice reality kick in the butt that I always get when I travel, is that like they don't want you to speak random katakana words while you're speaking. They don't want you to fucking they want you just to talk normal and be like them. It's like the opposite of racism, right? They're like, we don't care what skin color or where you're from, just act like us. We want you in the game. See, that's the thing that I really fucking hate about fucking white people on Twitter in Japan. It's mostly white people. There's a few select other people, but they're always like, Japan is racist, Japan is xenophobic, and they're like, no, they want you to join. They like you. They're just they're a little bit scared, and they want you to make the first move. And but Japanese people, like, they want you to, like, it's the opposite of xenophobia, racism, because they hate you for being different. They don't want you to be with them. But in Japan, they're like, no, like, join, speak. Like, it's so weird. Like, I went to Aomori, and they're like, wow, you speak such good Japanese, and I'm like, no, I don't. What are you talking about? My Japanese is like not that good. And I was like, dude, like, there's nobody who speaks English in this town. Are you telling me that the foreigners here don't speak Japanese? And they're like, yeah. Like, because I was talking to some lady at a tourist booth, and she's like, yeah, like, she's like, I meet foreigners all the time, and they don't speak Japanese. And I'm like, well, that's probably tourists. And she's like, no, like, people who live here too, And I'm like, oh, fuck. So, that kind of makes me sad, but at the same time, it's the opposite of gatekeeping, Like, I want you guys to come to Japan. I want you to learn Japanese, Like, I always find it so funny when I understand what the gatekeepers are thinking. They're worried that people come here and they won't learn Japanese, and then they just cause trouble or whatever, and then it will make them, the good foreigner, look bad. I mean, it's the same thing with all these, like, degen people and stuff or whatever, right? It's like degen YouTubers or degen live streamers. It's like, dude, those people look bad, but if you're a good person and you're chill, it doesn't matter like, who sees you when you're filming, because once they get to talk to you, they're gonna be like, oh, that guy's cool. Never mind, he's chill. Like, it's like that. It's like I didn't really watch it, but Jim or somebody, I forgot who likes. Somebody was showing me Doctor Show, which was a show that was made by Bob Odenkirk, like the guy from Better Call Saul, and the Tobias guy from Arrested Development, and they have this they have this like skit called Drugland or something, where like it's like a kid show, but they're going to Drugland, and anyway, there's a scene where where there's this hippie or whatever, and like the character's meeting the other guy, and then the hippie's like he's stoned out of his mind. He's like, "Hey, is he cool?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, man, he's cool." It's like I feel like it's the vibe check, right? And like especially when you come to Japan, or just when you're traveling or whatever, right? Like if you're chill, people will like you. They want to talk to you. They want to interact with you. So I wouldn't worry so much about like the other bad gaijin out there. Like last night I went to a sushi place, and I'm kind of wearing the same stuff I was wearing during my Sushiro thing, but there was only like 800,000 people that watched that video. And like this country has 121 million people, and they have a lot more people pissed off at the people that were actually licking the stuff and like spitting on the stuff and shit. Ugh. So, it's a small pittance. It's don't pay yourself too much. Don't build yourself up too much. Nobody gives a shit about you. You're fine. But yeah, so like I don't know, when I see those foreigners on Twitter being like, these guys are making us look bad, I'm like, nah, dude, you're thinking too much. Go outside and like touch some grass and come home and make love to a beautiful woman, or a confused young man. You need a cigarette. David Tell. You don't just pump yourself up and then just roll over and be like, would you like some Skittles? But yeah, anyway, I don't know. It's been a nice kind of eye opener, kick in the ass, and I like it how I'm older now and I don't care. Like I'm older, and like I stayed at Airbnb yesterday, and there was a guy there, and I think he might have recognized me. I don't know. He might or might not. It's okay. Even if he didn't say that he recognized me, it's fine, But he was really nice, but it was funny because he was talking about watching all these live streamers or YouTubers before coming to Japan, and I was like, oh yeah, well there's people that don't know me or do know me, but it was just funny because it's just like, there's totally a hierarchy of gaijin here in Japan, right? Like, it's like the people that have been here so long and blah, 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 blah. And I'm one of those guys where, like, I don't want to use that. I notice there's gaijin like that, There's gaijin that'll be like, well, I'm actually married to a Japanese person, or being like, I work for a Japanese company. I'm very serious. And I don't know. I feel like, let somebody think I'm cool before giving labels, Like, let them judge my character before they can do it. Because, I mean, like, it's like, Mark Zuckerberg, he wears the same fucking plain clothes from, like, Uniqlo or something every day, right? Like, same thing for me. It's like that scene in Son-in-Law when Pauly Shore is showing the brother how to cool down his system and stuff using the computer specs. And he's like, you're a genius disguised as an idiot. And he's like, yeah, I'm not a genius. But it's just, when you act like you're dumber than everybody, and you dress the way I do, people kind of put their guard down. And so it's like, I remember Steve-O from Jackass, his dad had a great quote which said, always under-promise and over-deliver, And I don't know. It's like I don't go out of my way to make every interaction I have with like people like a super good and positive one, but for the most part, like it's I don't go out of my way to be an asshole either or whatever, So, I mean, like, it's so funny when I see all these people complaining and they're like, "Rrrr," you know, like, this guy was mean to me, and I'm like, who gives a shit? You know, it's like, this guy was racist to me. Well, he might have been racist, but he might just be an asshole in general, you know? Um, I mean, like, I feel, like, because it's easier said than done, right? Where it's like, you know, you can react to somebody, and, you know, at the end of the day, it's your choice to choose how you can react, and it's like, yeah, but how can I control it if I'm, like, you know, stressed out or busy? And it's like, well, for me, you know, that whole fucking bullshit they say about gut health or whatever, um, I don't know, I think it's bullshit. I think, like, no, well, I mean, I thought it was bullshit, but, I kind of agree with it now. It's like having, like, a very, I don't know, having, like, a routine of, like, waking up at the same time every day, eating food at the same time every day, eating, like, non-sugary, like, you know, insulin spiking food every day. Um, at least for me, it kind of keeps me normal, you know? And also, I think having somebody to talk to is really important. And, you know, like, for me in general, like, I have a friend who is in America, and him and I, we just, because of the time difference, we just send each other voice messages, and we'll send each other, like, 20-minute to, like, 1 hour to maybe, like, 2 hour recordings of us just spewing our thoughts out. And I think not enough people have that in their lives, you know, because it's like the Tarzan method, you know, or, like, you know, the Casey. Just look up Casey Neistat, A Guide to Life. If you have not watched this video on YouTube, um, you're in for a treat, because it's 30 minutes of just eye-opening advice, and it's not preachy, and it's not lame, it's not cringe, and yeah, I really, that video changed my life, man. It really did. It really did. Casey Neistat is, he's a poet and a god. But anyway, there's a one video where he's talking to some guy, and he says, look, it's easier to change the trajectory of a boat that's already moving versus from the start. And so, I mean, like, that means, like, if you can start something, it's going to be a lot easier to move and pivot versus, like, just trying. There's nothing that goes from point A to Z, you know? You have to go Tarzan method. You try a bunch of stuff, but you're moving in the right direction at least, right? And so, you know, I try to remember that for just everything in life. And so, the whole point I'm getting at, though, is that if you talk to somebody about your thoughts, I feel like most people, they don't have somebody that they can talk to. And it's like, if you can talk to somebody, then maybe you'll think about, like, oh shit, like, I didn't think about that, but now that I'm talking to you, I thought about that. And people think you need to go to therapy or whatever, and it's like, I need some guy who just went to school and never really experienced life to give me advice on my life. And it's like, what you need is a really good friend who's not going to judge you too harshly, but will call you out on your bullshit and fucking, you know, let you spiel to them. And, like, you know, I feel like if more people had something like that, you'd be a lot more calm. Like, yesterday I was in the car with my buddy Juan, and we're driving in the mountains, and I have the Bluetooth hooked up to my phone, right? And my phone, it accidentally, like, goes in my, like, you know, to the side of the door, and the volume just goes, and Juan freaks out. He's like, you know, like, he's like, God damn it, why the fuck? And I was like, dude, sorry, like, my phone, because, like, see right here, on my phone, I have my cache here, and that pushed the button on the side of here for the volume, and so it just turned the volume way up high, and Juan was like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, hey, man, it's cool. And then he just kind of unloaded on me. He's like, you're playing songs with sirens in them and stuff, because I was, like, listening to gangster rap the night before or whatever, and he's like, you know, blah, 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 and I was like, well, Juan, this is your, you know, you rented this car, you're driving. I offered to drive the car for you if you were too tired, and two, if you didn't like the music, you could have just said it right then, man. And, like, you know, I'm complying with you, dude. But I was like, it's all about clear communication, man. And I was like, you don't wait for this shit to build up and then just fucking unload. Like, it's like you gotta just fucking talk to people and not be afraid of their fucking response. And I don't know. It's funny. Like, I feel like so zen, despite not eating like super well, and you know, and like, I'm still fat and everything. But it's it's been nice. It's been a nice change of pace. I brought my Ozempic pen, but I didn't bring my needle, so I can't actually inject myself. But luckily, as long as it's within 48 hours of when I normally get my injection, it should be fine. And so we're going to leave Friday morning and get back around Friday afternoon. And so then I'll be able to go home. I can alcohol wipe my stomach, put the needle in my pen, and then boom, stab it. Yeah, because I am taking Ozempic now. Ozempic is a weight loss drug. Well, it's supposed to be for diabetics, but rich people like Elon Musk and shit found out that you can use that to basically lower your appetite, and it also kind of speeds up your metabolism or some bullshit that helps you lose weight. And in Japan, there's not that many diabetic people. Well, they're mostly type 1 diabetics. There's not a lot of type 2 diabetics here. Now, I'm not diabetic, but I have a friend who is, and he was bitching at me for a while to go to an endocrinologist to go and fucking, try out this Ozempic drug that's been working out for him. And I told him, okay, in May I will go. In May I will go. And then there's no fucking endocrinologist near my house though, so I had to find one that I take the train to go fucking visit. And but yeah, anyway, in July, late June, I ended up finding an endocrinologist, and yeah, he's like, well, they ran this really big, extensive test on me where they took a lot of blood, and they're like, well, he's like, you're fairly healthy. What is this? And I was like, he's like, your blood work's great, your cholesterol is great, your blood pressure's high, but you're a very healthy fat guy. And I was like, well, yeah, doc, I'm mostly like, and don't think that I'm bitching out or like I'm not mentioning this. Like, I do eat junk food, but compared to before, I eat a lot less junk food than I did. Like before I would eat like 3 fucking Big Mac meals a day and like 2 liters of soda, and like that's just for one meal, right? And but I still have like an ice cream cup or a bag of chips. Not every day, but I still have it. Like, I'm not denying that I eat that stuff. And for a while, I was drinking the Chikuwasa lemonade. It looks like this, but it's but yeah, I was drinking that. I still wasn't drinking it that often, but I would have like half a bottle here or there. But mostly, I just eat vegetables and meat, and of course, like I mix out bread or noodles though too, and I was just telling the doctor, I was like, sometimes I have really good weeks and sometimes I have bad weeks, and I just need something to help me through the bad weeks. And I want to try Ozempic. And so they did all the tests. I'm not diabetic. And he's like, look, dude, if you join my clinic, though, like become an official patient here, I can get you those pens for, like, the shot pen for, like, $80 a month. And I don't know how much it costs in the U.S., but in Japan, the only place that was giving away or like giving Ozempic to people were these health clinics that like rich fucking housewives go to, where you pay $1,500 a month and they do all these weird skin things and stuff to you, and they give you all these different like IVs and shit, and it's weird. So yeah, I wasn't down for that. Homeboy wasn't down for that, but. Yeah, this doctor he gave me the fucking thing, and I thought it would be so scary to give myself a shot, and but it wasn't actually that bad. It was if you don't look at it, you don't actually feel the needle go in. I bet if you like kind of moved it around like in a circle once you stab it, it would be different. But for me, my fat, I don't feel it. It's like a mosquito bite, as long as I'm not looking at it, it's okay. But, yeah, I don't know. I just, it's interesting. It's interesting to have, this shot. And yeah, the thing is that this shot is just like ADHD meds. It helps, it's like a supplement to help you, but you need to have like a plan. You need to have like, you need to have a plan. You gotta have a battle plan. and I didn't have one at first, so it was just kind of like trial and error. I fucked up a lot, but one thing that like now, like I can talk about how I fucked up later, but the point is that like before I went on this trip, I found out a good balance, which is eating mostly protein and then having a eating routine. And so I wake up at 8. I have a protein shake, and I didn't realize how protein deficient I was. And some people have said, well, you're not working out, Sam. You're not trying to gain muscle, so you don't actually need that much protein. But Reginald, I beg to differ. I was like, I'm 174 kilos, and I haven't weighed myself since I left, but I'm guessing I'm still the same because I've been eating carbs. But I'm 174 kilos, and you need 2 grams of protein per kilo. I'm not going that high. I'm just doing 1 gram of protein per kilo, and I'm not even getting up to 170 grams. But at home, I went to Niku no Hanamasa, which is like a wholesale meat seller, and I got like $300 worth of meat, and I just threw it in my freezer. I have beef, chicken, not so much chicken though because I suck at cooking chicken, but beef, pork, and then I bought eggs. I bought yogurt protein, and I got and luckily, thank you, one of you guys who came to visit Japan brought me some Crystal Light. The fucking 0-calorie lemonade powder shit. Yeah, if any of you guys come to Japan, please bring me some more pink lemonade, Crystal Light, or and Sour Patch Kids for my students, because they love the Sour Patch Kids. Please bring me more Sour Patch Kids. But more importantly, Right Guard gel, not gel stick, but gel deodorant, and Trojan ultra thin condoms for science. Science, yeah, I swear. But yeah, so I've just been, in the morning protein shake, and then for lunch I'll have just something protein with egg. So I'll have like pork or salmon with egg, and then for dinner I'll have protein, like maybe pork. I'll make myself lettuce tacos. So instead of tortillas, just do that, and I think it's just a mixture of the ADHD meds plus the Ozempic plus the protein, like. No one like when you do keto, and this I never liked the idea of doing keto because you have to be such a perfectionist. It's like if you're not doing 150% protein, then you're not going to lose any weight because blah blah. And they always try to emphasize that you need to be perfect, and I understand because you'll burn more calories if you're perfect. But no one that does keto, they never tell you that your brain fog goes away when you do keto. No one I didn't see any videos where they talk about that, and it's because you don't have those cravings anymore. You realize like the cravings for sugar, the cravings for like bread that breaks down into sugar, like that's what makes you hungry. That's what makes you irritable and angry, and yeah, I didn't fucking like that, dude. And so, but I mean, after like a week of eating like that, I felt so clean, so clear. I went to go get an update when I went to go get my Ozempic, and the doctor was cool. He gave me 2 months worth of it. Like, dude, my ADHD med doctor, I still have to go to him every month because, like, that's the law. But for the Ozempic guy, he's like, yeah, 2 months, and they did a health checkup on me. I had lost 10 kilos in a month, which is like 20 pounds. I still have plenty more to lose, though. I mean, fuck, I have literally, like, 2 more months left to lose like 25 kilos, or else I'm losing a bet with my buddy Jim. So, but I'm winning. I'm winning that bet. I will lose the 25 kilos. Hell come or high water or whatever, etc. But yeah, I'm gonna. What is it? So, but what was I getting at? Getting the Ozempic from the doctor, and then what else? Oh yeah. So. They did blood work on me, and my blood work is fine. But also, they checked my blood pressure, and the doctor that I had to go see, his building is like you go down like a big hill, and then you go up, and it's lame. It's very very like, I mean, the thing I really like about this protein stuff is that, like, I'm not, when I would eat, like, you know, French fries or like tacos with bread or whatever, like, I'd feel, and I have to go outside afterwards, I feel like you know, like, oh, full stomach, I hate it, blah, blah, blah. But with the protein, like, I'm just like, you know, I feel kind of like, huh, but I'm still walking fine. Like, I don't have these breathing issues or whatever. And I'm like, this is really cool. And so I went to the doctor, and they checked my blood pressure, because you're supposed to check your blood pressure, I guess, before you go see the doctor. And I was like, dude, I was just walking uphill, and it's, you know, it was really hot, and now, you know, because it's like when you're outside and you're hot, you don't like fucking really sweat that much, or you don't feel it until you actually sit down in a cool place, and you sit down and you calm down, and then it's like, oh, and then it just hits you and you start sweating like crazy. And so the doctors checked my blood pressure, and it was like, what the fuck? And I was like, wait. Like, I was just walking out a bunch, like, let's see what it's like when I'm calm and not outside and sweating like crazy. And so, like, we waited 5 minutes. I drank, like, 2 things of water. And then they checked it. And, dude, it was, like, my blood pressure, like, my normal blood pressure when I went there last time was, like, 174, which is, it's bad. That's not good news, bears. But when they checked it this time, it was, like, 154. So that's still high. But it's lowering, you know? It's getting lower. And so, like, oh, this is so cool, you know, it's actually working out, you know. So, yeah, I don't know, I'm really just, I'm ecstatic about that, I'm happy. So, in about 5 minutes, I gotta turn off this camera, and I gotta go meet Kazuhiko at Morioka Libido Tattoo Studio. Cheers, guys. And he wants to go get breakfast, and but there's no breakfast place around his place, so I wonder if he's gonna drive me somewhere. But I mean, it's just having this experience, you know, where you get to make friends just by going out and being yourself, you know? You go out, be yourself, and people love a person with an agenda, you know? And I don't really have a big agenda. My agenda right now for today is to get a tattoo and then go meet Juan and, you know, drop off my shit at the hotel with Juan or whatever, and then either go to his property or go see my friend. But, you know, it's like, it's still, this is cool though. Like, you know, it's like I have a goal. Like, the thing is like, I respect so much the people that can do 500 things in one day. Like, I can't, I'm not that person. I can't be that person. But I can do 3 things in one day. And then, well, I guess it depends on the task, right? I don't know about you guys, but, you know, because ADHD bullshit, right? Sometimes I feel so bad because I'm like, I didn't get done what I wanted to get done today. Especially when I'm at home and I'm translating or doing an editing project. And so what I do is I have like a memo of all the things that I did. And I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, holy shit, I did like 30 different things on here. And it's like, yeah, you did stuff. So, you know, but like when I'm on vacation, like, you know, he's on vacation, Mrs. Gump. You know, at least, like today. Okay. Clap, clap, clap. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Clap, clap, clap. Cool. Hi everybody. It's your boy Papa Teeks, and you guys already saw the first part of this, I think. Yeah, I don't really remember what I talked about. So, and right now it's kind of hot. This is just a continuum of the July 2023 update, and I've got my microphone here because I got a fan over there. So just in case the camera doesn't pick up my voice, then well, that's for the thing. And as you can see, I'm a little dolled up meaning I got rings and I got this stuff, I got my chain on because it's summer. And I realized, like, you know, like every time I do one of these life updates, I always like go back and I look at, you know, like, because I have like 3 years worth of life updates now on YouTube. So it's like 3 or 4 actually. So I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to see this stuff and be like, oh yeah, I did that shit. That's cool. God, like just looking at last year's July 2022 life update and seeing like there was no shelf back here. There's no shelf over there. I have the green screen, but it's like up because I kept accidentally pulling it down. Like God, there is so much. I don't know, not trial and error, but it's just like growing with this apartment. You know, like now my comforter has like a comforter cover. My comforter was leaking like feathers for like a whole year, and I did nothing about it. I'm like, I'm tired of these. I'm getting tired of these goddamn snake feathers on my goddamn bed plane. And yeah. But anyway, yeah. So I have the start of this rant on the computer right now, but I didn't actually watch it or review it. So if I say the same thing over again, too bad. Today it won't be super long though, because it's about, what time is it right now? It's 10:45, and I gotta leave here around noon. I'm gonna go to Saitama because I don't know if you guys have a motorcycle. I've mentioned this before, but if you have a motorcycle, you gotta ride that thing at least once a week, and you gotta ride it long and hard and fierce, like trooping. You gotta do that because it charges the battery or something. And so, but Spaghetti, I think his air filter's a little dirty, so I'm gonna bring him to my friend Tony's shop in Saitama. He's the guy who saved me last year when I was in Gunma. Yeah, he's the guy who saved me when Spaghetti got stranded in Gunma because of a bad fuse or battery or something. I hope I don't get stranded today, knock on wood, but yeah, I'm just yeah, I need to get rants. I don't have enough rants for August. Usually I have these backed up for at least a month or whatever, but I don't have them backed up for like the full month of August. And also I just haven't written Spaghetti in a while, and like, why not, right? Why not? And I gotta remember that I gotta bring a towel with me, because in this heat, yeah, for any of you guys who ride motorcycles, bring a towel. Don't forget to bring a towel. Bring a towel, because yeah, it's really hot. It's really hot on your bum. So you bring a towel, you put that on there, and it's not that hot. It's good. And yeah, so but anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna go on a ride later, and then while I'm on the ride, probably export this or something. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Last month I exported this, and I don't know about you guys if any of you use Adobe Premiere, but it's such a pain in the ass, because like it'll say 100%, and then it will just hang there for like an hour or two when you're exporting a project, and it's like I was like, okay, fine, it's export. It says 100% good. I cancel, and it like didn't export the last 20 minutes of the video, so I had to cancel that video and re-up, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, but the good news is that this video is going to be super recent, because I'm making it the day before it gets released, so, 100% Botafuco fibers or something. You like the bandana? I got this from Libido Tattoo in Iwate. It's a real hamaki. It's one of those bandanas where you can't tie it in a knot twice. You only get to tie it once. But I'm wearing this to represent Libido Tattoo in Iwate with Mr. Kazu Gyoku Hori, the best tattoo artist ever. If you guys want his information, just go onto my Instagram, instagram.com/TkyoSam, or the link down below. And he's tagged in my most recent video. So yeah, go say hi to him. There's nothing better than on a cold day or a hot day just drinking some cold water and splashing yourself with water. Oh, it's so good. So fucking good. But anyway, I wanted to film this like in the last video, or like the first part of this video. I'm like, I want to go outside to film this, but today I'm gonna be like, if I wasn't going to Tony's place today, I probably would have gone to a park or something and filmed the rest of this stuff on the outskirts of Tokyo. But since I got two things I got to do today, so the first one is I got to go to Tony's place and ask him kindly if he could show me how to change my air filter, or to
clean it out or whatever. Because I think it's been a while, and spaghetti needs the air filter cleaned. So yeah, I need to ask him how to do that, and if he says no, then I'll just go to online. I don't know. It's not that I don't mind paying him. I want somebody to teach me how to do this besides me just taking a crack at it. You know, it's always easier to see somebody do it, especially on your machine, and they're more confident because they've done it 1,000+ times versus you doing it for the first time, not knowing anything. I don't know. I don't really find. I'm the kind of guy that's like, I like to watch somebody play a video game before I just went into it 100% blind, you know? I didn't like using player guides that much unless, like, I don't know, Metal Gear Solid or Shenmue or something. It was just so fun to play those games, but with, like, the player's guide, just because, like, the Versus books had so much information in them. But anyway, that's off the topic. That's besides the point. Yeah, but anyway, I gotta go to Saitama. I gotta make some rants, so I'll probably make 1 or 2 really long rants, because I know you guys love the long-ass rants, so I'll probably go and do that, and then ask Tony to check out, or at least show me where the air filter is or whatever, and see if I can change it out. I'm guessing I need a part. I need to change out the air filter. But anyway, Tony's a good guy, and he saved my ass like a year or 2 ago, and I still haven't gone up to see him yet. So I'm going to go say hi to him. And then I'm coming back here at the end of the night because my hot dad in Thailand, Mr. Scott, American in Bangkok, yeah, my favorite Thailand YouTuber, his son is in Japan, and I'm going to show him a good night on the town in Kabukicho. But we both don't have money, so I don't know how well of a good night this will be. But I'm going to take him to some cool spots. I'm going to take him to Medaka, get him some, or Alps, and get him some nice cheap-ass food and drink. You know, I'm gonna teach him some stuff that he should know. Like, I was like, dude, hide your passport and wallet. And he's like, why? This is Japan. This is, like, so safe. And I'm like, yeah, other foreigners will try to pickpocket you or steal your shit. I'm not saying Japanese people would, but, you know, like, hell, even in Kyoto, they arrested, like, 2 South Korean guys a couple months ago for pickpocketing people. They would go to very crowded areas where people let their guard down, and they would just have, like, their fucking wallet outside, you know, like, just kind of dangling from their person. They would just go there, and they would pickpocket other foreigners, you know, so you gotta be careful, sons. You can't always, you know, yudan sugite, out de kokai shiteru ze, you know. Yeah, you can't let your guard down or else you would be regret. Man, that is so good. That is so tasty. Yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those guys, like, you know, I forget the weather report is like the weather report and then how hot it feels. I forgot. I think maybe Facebook or another website used to do that. But, yeah, like, these past couple days since I got back from Aomori, it's just been, like, 36 degrees, 37 degrees, but it feels like 40 or 43 or something. Like, it's just, it's good run away into your ice cave apartment, feeling kind of good stuff. So, yeah, I've been doing that, and that's nice. That's nice. I don't know, I had some good updates recently for the house. The apartment, so I don't know. I mean, the funny thing is like when you get older, you find out more about what you like, and then it's easier to build a routine around those things that you like. And I don't know. It's so weird how it's like, maybe it's just because I was unorganized or something. But when I lived by myself, or no, well, I mean, when I didn't live in the guest house, right? It was just very different, you know, very different. Like when it came to dealing with stuff and like cleaning stuff, it was always kind of like of the moment kind of thing. Like, oh, I need toilet cleaner. Oh, I need toilet paper. Oh, I need to get new dish soap or whatever. And it's like now that I'm like an older adult, like I'm just like, yeah, I know exactly what I need, but how much should I buy at one time, you know? And I think the sweet spot is for me is like 3 months. So, you know, it's like dish soap, toilet cleaner, laundry detergent, fucking, you know, like matches, because when you take a shit, you gotta use the matches. trash bags, like sponges, and even like for food, like spices, sauces, cheeses, butter, fucking olive oil. You know, just all this stuff. You gotta constantly. It's like one of those things where it's just like, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that. So I'm trying to like more streamline that shit. And the cool thing is, like, not half, but like at least like maybe 40% of the stuff I buy I can get on Amazon. So it's like, my tea, my coffee, my juice, I can get that all on Amazon. But I mean, like the bed sheets and shit, I bought these, but that's not a regular pay. Like, hair bleach, like soy milk, protein powder, like spices, like Old Bay and stuff. I can buy those all on Amazon, so it's not like a big fucking deal for me to do that. But yeah, like I'm almost running out of black pepper, and I'm like, God damn it! And I'm like, why didn't I just buy 3 months of this shit before? Like, but it's no biggie. It's not a big deal. It's fine. But I mean, the fun thing is, it's just like when you're getting older and you realize kind of like more about what you want. It's just easier. And I didn't have that before, and I don't know why. I think it was just always kind of spur of the moment, or maybe I just didn't do that shit. Like, like I got I like going to the 100 yen shop because there's one by Shinjuku Station that I can just walk by on the way home. And the other day I bought like a bigger toilet brush. I bought one of those ones that are like deep scrubbing, and but I have 2 toilet brushes now. So one for the actual toilet, and then one for the bathroom, because you got to scrub the floor and shit, right? And you can either buy the metallic kind of like, or like hard brush ones, but you have to bend over and do that. And for me, I just love being lazy. I mean, to be fair, I don't know like, who's going to give me shit for this? Like, I wonder. But I like to just, in the morning, I'll take a shit, I'll take a shower. I get to be lazy. I get to splash myself with water and just listen to, like, a podcast or the news. And after I'm done showering or whatever, just spray some cleaner on the floor, and while I'm sitting down on the toilet just relaxing, I can just go and scrub. I don't need to get on my knees or anything, and I can just scrub the whole floor. So like the floor, I incorporated the cleaning, because like I've had Japanese girlfriends before that would clean the bathroom after every single time after they showered. I was like, why does it take them so long? And it's like, because they were cleaning everything, and I'm not gonna do that every shower, but it's nice to know that I'm like, oh, this is all the stuff right here, and I've already bought 2 or 3 months of it, so I can just, I can scrub away until my heart's content. I had this fucking clogged drain for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, and it was just really annoying. And I kept throwing these tablets down there that are supposed to dissolve and take care of it. They didn't do shit. And then I go to the supermarket, and I'm like, wait, they have Drano. Oh shit, I forgot they have this in gel form. Put it down the sink. Wait 45 minutes, wash it down, and the drain is clear. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why didn't I do this before? And anyway, that was really nice. I don't know, it's nice when you have like these, because it's like, if the drain is clogged, it's just going to smell, and it's just going to like gather fucking funk and shit. So, just having like, being able to clean everything more, and like being able to incorporate like, the stupid bullshit you gotta do with the other stupid bullshit you gotta do. So it's like, you gotta shower, but you should clean the bathroom, You gotta do the dishes, but you also gotta clean the stovetop. You gotta work out, but you also gotta vacuum or clean the floor. And so it's nice, because like whenever I do the workout here on the floor, I can, like, in the middle of like my sets, I can just get that roller pin, and I can just go around the floor and clean it that way, and it's very nice. One of the viewers on my live stream, he was like, I know who you are. I see you watching this. He was like, when are we gonna get a guest house update? And I'm like, I haven't been to the guest house for a year. Like, there's no more updates. Actually, no, I do have an update though. These 2 Japanese celebrities, because the guest house opened up a YouTube studio or a photo shoot studio, and these 2 Japanese celebrities came for their YouTube channel, and they used the studio. And so the owner of the guest house got a picture of them, and I was like, that's fucking cool. That's badass. And I think also the guest house opened up a new guest house in Asakusa. So if any of you guys don't want to live by Shinjuku for whatever reason, you can now go to Asakusa. And a lot of people like Asakusa for the first place where they lived in Japan. It's very, I don't know, it's very different from the rest of Tokyo. It's very grid pattern. It's like a lot of new buildings. They've got a lot of like, I don't know, it's so funny. Asakusa is like hipster stuff without money. Like, that's all it is. If you want real hipster stuff, you go down to Shibuya or Meguro or someplace, and like, that's hipster money. Asakusa is no money hipster stuff. So yeah, you can do that. But yeah, that was cool. I was really happy for them. I've got 2 of my viewers going there this month, or I guess one went last month, and then there's another one coming this month in August. So very cool, very cool. Yeah, that's right. Give Nakano Shimbashi Guest House some money. Yeah, I had a friend who is he's moving out of Tokyo, and he's moving abroad. He's gonna move to Thailand, and he's like, I think he had to extend his flight. Like, he was supposed to fly out today, but he had to extend it for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe he has like stuff that he still needs to do or something. I forgot what the reason was, but he's like, well, my guest house, or like his share house, is only until today, and he's like, can I stay at your place for a week? And I was like, motherfucker, you don't even talk to me that much anymore. Like, no. I was like, I like you, I still love you, I still appreciate you, I still respect you, but no, you cannot stay at my place for a week. And I'm like, I don't know, it always offends me when people want, like, I've had like 3 people so far ask to like spend like a week or so at my place because I live in Shinjuku. It's very convenient, right? And I'm a cool guy. I'm a cool, down-to-earth dude, non-judgmental, very one with the universe kind of guy. But, so of course, like, I would be a good guy to ask because, you know, I'm not like the other drones or whatever, or something, right? But I'm like, nah, fuck you, man. Like, no. Like, I lived in I slept in a box for almost 4 years of my life here in Japan. If you can't even do a week of that, like, because, like, if you think about it, what, an average hotel costs like $80 a night. 8 times 7, $560 for a whole week, right? You could, Nakano Shimbashi Guest House, you don't need to stay there for a month. You could stay there for a week or a day, but just pay them for a month. So give them $300. You get to live with Japanese people. You get to, you know, you get like a very humbling, cool experience. And my friend's like, nah, I'll figure something out. It's fine. And I'm like, no, like, I don't know. It offends me. It offends me to my core. When, I don't know, it's just like, if you're not willing to stay at Nakano Shimbashi Guest House and give them money, and live like I did, you have no right to live with me. Or you have no right to stay here, you know? And it's like, I don't want to pay for like, you know, 1 month if I'm not going to be there for 1 month. It's still more cheaper to live there for a week and pay for a month's stuff than go to a hotel, you know? But a lot of people are just like, they're high and mighty about it. I would never. I would rather live on the streets than ever, you know, participate in such a lowly activity. I don't know. I can't role play today. I'm sorry, but whole point is just like, yeah, I think that everybody needs to eat some humble pie. Go to Nakano Shimbashi Guest House. You get to hang out with the solid earth people. And you get to save money, and you get to appreciate what you got more. And I don't know. This is the same friend who, like, and take in mind, like, I think that you can still be friends with people, but have like qualms or have issues with them, right? And my issue was just that it's like, you know, he's moving out of Japan, and I was like, hey, I know some people where you're gonna move to, and they speak the language. They've been there for a while. They can help you out. And my friend's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. I don't really need that. It's okay. But I never learned Japanese, so can you come to City Hall with me and help me get my pension out of the system or whatever? And I'm like, where's your girlfriend? My girlfriend doesn't live in Tokyo. And I'm like, well, too fucking bad. I meant I would help you with a Facebook message. I'm not going to spend half a day translating for you because you never learned Japanese. Like, yeah, fuck off, you know. I mean, I'm not trying to make a mountain out of an anthill. I'm just trying to explain to you guys that it's like, I think that there's nothing wrong with being selective with your friendship or, like, you know, your boundaries when it comes to friendship and helping people, you know? Like, I had some friends help me move in here, and so if they ever needed to move, I wouldn't do the best job at it, but, like, you know, I would go and help them if they asked me. Like, that's only fair, right? But, you know, it's like, people think that just because I work freelance and I don't have a set schedule and I only, like, really work, like, a set schedule 1 day a week, that I'm okay with, like, oh, hey, you'll come and do free stuff for me, right? And I'm like, no. No. You know, nice try. I caught you, though. You know, it's nah. But, I mean, that being said, it's like, you know, if my friend was in a big emergency, like they got arrested and they needed people to send books to them and set up a GoFundMe, I wouldn't mind doing that for them, you know, because I'm a good friend. But, you know, even then, some people don't appreciate you. So you got to be, I don't know, due to past occurrences, I'm very selective about who I help and how much I help now. And I don't know. I feel like you should never stop helping people, but at the same time, if you're not gonna get anything out of it, you got to be very selective about it. Because, like, there's some people where you help and you're okay. You don't expect any help back, and that's fine. You know, that's okay. But it's just like, you know, if it's just a random one-off person and it's like, oh, fuck, like I remember one time there was this guy who, he fell down on the ground. I don't know how he fell, but I was just walking. I think this might have been in Chiba or Tokyo. It was like when I first got to Japan, and the guy fell down and he was like bleeding. I didn't see him hit his head, but he was like bleeding, and he was just an old guy, and I didn't really speak Japanese at that time, but it's like, oh shit, like, and I was like, are you okay? And he's like, you know, and so, I called an ambulance, but I didn't know how to speak Japanese, and so, I was like, help, please, you know, find this place, and luckily some lady was coming out of a convenience store, and she saw me, and I was like, ambulance, help, and she's like, oh, I'm right here, yeah, we're here, please, and then she's like, okay, and I was like, okay, can you watch him? I gotta go. And she's like, okay. And so I was like, I did my due diligence, but I didn't want to stick around for the whole thing, you know? And so it's like, that's what I'm trying to get at here. It's like, I don't mind being, you know, helping until I can pass the baton on to somebody else kind of thing, you know? Because life is too short. I got places to be. Like my house. Like my house and my video games. Ugh. But yeah, I usually have like a template, like a note template about like saying like, what should I talk about? You know, life updates, money updates, health updates, YouTube, live stream updates, you know, what did we do last month, or, you know, this last month? What are the plans for the next month, you know, etc., etc. So, health-wise, so, like, let's just jump into that really quick. Money-wise, thank you guys. I barely uploaded anything to my main YouTube channel for the last 2 months, but I've gotten 3 people to sign up for tours. So thank you guys for that. If you guys are coming to Japan and you want your own Tkyo-sam Hot Dad tour, you know what to do. Just join Patreon and message me there and tell me what your you know, before you sign up for the tour, just sign up for the dollar thing or whatever, message me and tell me what you want to do. But yeah, thank you guys for that. We got some new patrons for the Japanese lessons. Thank you for that. During the last couple live streams in Aomori, you guys were very generous. Well, specifically 3 people were generous, so thank those 3 people. You know, all the other guys, thank you for the views and likes and stuff, I guess. But yeah, TQ doesn't appreciate us unless we give you money. Well, I'm not making anybody from Google AdSense, so, you know, help a brother out, you know, etc. Vis-a-vis, ergo, concurrently. But it's been a nice month. I got offered to do another like factory translating, interpreting job, and yeah, I don't know. I it's one of those things where I could use the money, but the thing you guys got to realize is that when you do these interpreting jobs for factories, that's all you're doing. They usually put you in a hotel or like a compound that's owned by the company that's like an hour and a half away from the factory. Even if it's not an hour and a half with traffic, because all these countryside towns only have like 2 fucking side roads. So, you know, you have to wake up in the morning because they can't get you there exactly on time. You have to wake up in the morning, and then you get there like 20 minutes late or 20 minutes early, and it's just like you spend the whole day at the factory. And I mean, to be fair, it was good. I made a shit ton of good notes while I was there, and I got to read a couple books, which was nice. But I don't know if I want to do that again for a while, or at least if I do, I'd have to know how far is the factory from the place, because like when you go there, that's just your whole life, and then you just eat nothing but convenience store food because all the restaurants close by the time you get off work, and there's no supermarkets nearby. So I was eating convenience store food all fucking week and a half that time. So, but you know, I got a couple not live streaming. I got a couple translating gigs recently, so you know that's okay. Like right now, I'm translating a manual for some car company, and that's cool. But you know, guys, I gotta say, man, even with AI, if you are a good translator and your company and you've like done like good translation after good translation, and like if you're an older guy, it's so funny too, because it's like I am not a mature looking older dude, but like because I'm older than like a young person, I guess you could say, it's like they feel like well, I don't know. I mean, I guess their assessment is right, because like I'm just all about like get the job done, do it very well, or as best as you can, so that way the company will just keep hiring you, and you build up a reputation where it's like, oh, we don't need to check, like he already did like 50 good projects and they all got like A ranks, and so we're just going to give him the job. And I like that though, because like if you do that with multiple translating companies, then when they have like a juicy, expensive project, then they won't even question it. They'll just give it to you. And so I mean, take in mind, it is kind of boring, you know, you're at home a lot, but it's nice when you're like, I need money, I don't want to get a job at McDonald's, like, let me just go on here and get an Excel file, and then I'm going to translate this into English. And, you know, the cool thing is that it really helps your Japanese a lot when you're doing that. And if you're going to start studying Japanese, I'd say after a year or two of studying Japanese, start translating stuff on the cheap. It doesn't matter how much, like how little you're getting paid, but get paid something to translate, and do it a lot. And your Japanese, and like your Japanese to English, you know, translating skills are going to get so high, and at least you're going to get some money for it. Like, I remember one of the schools that I used to work for back in Shibuya, what they would do is they would have their foreign staff write the reports in English, and then the Japanese the Japanese staff would write it in Japanese, and they did that all the time. So the Japanese staff were actually getting paid to translate English to Japanese. Like they were basically like, they got to be around foreigners, so their English speaking got better, because you know gaijin at an English school are not going to learn Japanese. And then on top of that, you know, they get to practice speaking, and they get to practice writing. And you know, that's why the interpreting jobs are so cool. But yeah, I mean, like going to Iwate and hanging out with that awesome fucking Kazu, Mr. Kazu at Libido Tattoo, and just getting drunk off our asses, like, it made me realize, like, I haven't had a deep fucking conversation, and I think I already mentioned this in the first part of this, but I don't really have, like, deep conversations with Japanese people anymore. It's very, like, kind of superficial, and it's usually like, oh, do you like ramen? What kind of ramen do you like? Versus, like, talking about, you know, should trans people be allowed into the female bathrooms in Japan? You know, those are very important topics. I don't know. I just, I love always talking to Japanese people about like stuff that's a big deal for Americans or like a seemingly a big deal back home, but it hasn't really like Japanese people haven't gotten the memo on it yet. Like telling him about like we were talking about how the Hollywood writers are on strike, but most Hollywood shit sucks right now anyway. And he's like, "Oh, it does?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it fucking sucks." And it's just like, I don't know, getting to have this chance to just like sit down and just bro it out, like, cause what is it? It's like the first night that I was in Iwate, you know, like I just love that. He's like, "I closed up his shop, but if you want to come drink and hang out, it's cool." And I was like, "Oh shit, awesome!" So, like, all we did was we just sat down. We had our beers on the fucking on his like what do you call it? Like the tattoo massage table thing, and we're just drinking. And he's like showing me all these like weird instruments that he's got because his dad is a musician, and we're just talking, and like we're talking about tattoo because we were supposed to just hang out and talk about my tattoos, and like we just ended up fucking just getting sloshed and talking about stuff. And he was telling me about how like he really hates it how Japan has like he was telling me how at onsens recently, like the hot springs in Iwate, that they're not discriminating against foreigners with tattoos right now, but they still won't let Japanese people with tattoos into the place. So if you're a white guy with a tattoo, they're like, "Oh yeah, no problem, come on in." But if you're a Japanese guy, he's like, "Dude, I'm a shop owner. I'm not a criminal. But I have tattoos." And they're like, "I'm sorry, we don't allow the Japanese people to with the tattoos into the hot springs." And so he was just telling me how he wants to build an NPO or an NGO so he can get funding from the government to like basically fight against tattoo discrimination, and how he's like, "You don't understand, Sam, like there's not really a big subculture of tattoos in Iwate." And he's like, "And I want to start getting similar minded people and stuff together." And you know, he's cool, like he's a hunter too. And so like he was telling me about how like he like, you know, he became a hunter so he could kind of like, you know, network and be, you know, and just meet different people and stuff. And like thanks to being a hunter, he's networked with all these different people around the country. But yeah, he was just telling me how hard it is. I mean, like, this is another reason why I didn't really like living in the countryside so much. It's just you're very limited on the kind of people that you deal with, and a lot of the people are normies, you know? A lot of people don't want to admit it, but they're normies. And they'll be like, "I'm not a normie." I'm like, "You're such a normie, dude." But it just made me... excuse me, mon ami. It just made me... I don't know, it was a nice... I love these trips when I leave Tokyo because it makes me realize a bunch of stuff that I might not have understood or I might not have like consciously thought of recently. And I don't know, it's nice to be like, "Oh shit," like, you know, because like one of my really good Japanese buddies, Papa Tetsu, he works for a startup company now, a startup, and you know, I understand his thinking. He wants to work hard at this startup company because he's thinking it's like a Silicon Valley thing. If the company goes off, it's only him and 10 other staff, so he's going to get a nice, you know, if the company becomes big, he gets like a big boost in income and you know, status and whatever. I get it, but because he got this new job and it's not a big company, a lot of people misunderstand. You know, they think Japanese people work hard, and it's not that they don't work hard, but a lot of these companies, they're just there for a long time. It doesn't mean that they're busting their ass and fucking, you know, I mean, like, truck drivers do meth and shit to, like, you know, go long distances or whatever, but, you know, if you're a normal salary man, unless you're working for, like, a really top, high-producing company that is Japanese, not like Google, but, like, Japanese or whatever, you're not gonna, I don't know, I mean, I think that, Japan still has, like, a lot of, like, they call it black kigyo, which is, like, companies that don't follow labor laws and stuff, and they overwork their workers and they don't pay them. Like, I think there's actually a lot of companies that do not do that now. I think that's kind of one of those things that's blown out of proportion by people that don't live in Japan. And it's like, you gotta remember that Japanese young people are not stupid. They're actually really smart. And which is funny, because I would never think that when I got older I would say that young people are smart, but they are smart. And you know, thanks to being part of the TikTok generation or whatever, they don't take shit. And so sometimes that can be a little bit much. Like if you guys watched Aggressive Retsuko on Netflix, there's like a character who's like a new graduate, and he's like hypersensitive to any criticism, and he immediately jumps on his senpai for harassing him when they were just telling him to do the job. And I know there's some people like that, but I think for a majority of young people, they're like, okay, I get what you want me to do, but this is bullshit. I'm not gonna go out and drink with you. You know, I'm not gonna take shit if you tell me to work overtime. You're not gonna pay me. Fuck you. I'll quit. Like I think there's that generation, like the new generation, they're getting more and more set in that mindset. Like you got to remember, like now that Japanese people have smartphones and like the internet and there's like Google Translate and everything, a lot more people are being exposed to like, you know, foreign shit, American way of thinking, etc. And you know, like even recently on Twitch, despite me being in Japan and like having Japanese in my profile and stuff and playing games in Japanese, Twitch rarely introduced me like on the recommended channels. It rarely showed me Japanese people doing Twitch streaming, and this might just be because it's like a new thing and they're like actually pushing it more, or it could be that this was always a thing and I just didn't know about it. But like recently, one of my favorite things to do is just like I'll go online and I'll follow new Japanese live streamers, you know, because it's fun to have that connection and talk to people and shit, you know. And cops, campers, and I don't know. I think it's cool that it's like I can have the chance to talk to people, you know, and like actually use my Japanese, even though I'm typing it down and stuff. Like, it's very cool to talk to people and meet people and shit. And since I'm another live streamer, I can be like, oh yeah, hey, because like the biggest compliment I get is when I go into the stream and I start speaking Japanese or typing Japanese, and they're like, this is a Japanese person pretending to be a foreigner or something. This guy's Japanese is way too good to be a foreigner. And then they go to my fucking channel and they're like, oh shit, he's real. This is actually him. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. And again, there's a big difference between school textbook Japanese and the real Japanese. And the more you expose yourself to the real Japanese, when you talk to Japanese people, they're going to be a little off. They're going to be like, wait, are you that? Like, I mean, that's one of the fun things where it's like, I liked it how when I was in the countryside or outside of Tokyo, people wouldn't be like in Tokyo, they're like, oh, Nihongo jouzu desu ne, like your Japanese is so good. But in the countryside, I mean, sure, some people still say it, but there's a lot of people that were just like, okay, yeah, duh, of course. You live here, you should speak Japanese. Like, do it. It's like America, you know, where I'm like, speak American, don't speak Mexicanos. You know, it's like I don't know. I feel like it's obligated, you know, like I'm obligated to fucking talk like this, you know. But I mean, anyway, I'm just saying it was nice, and I really appreciated it. Bring back to the tattoo guy. I really appreciated how he didn't dumb down his Japanese. Sometimes Japanese people, I think it's just because they're so used to dealing with foreigners that don't know Japanese, that they treat you like a retard, you know. They're just, and that's why I'm so against Japanese language school, because they're like, hello, how are you today? You know, it's like they're talking like Ralph from Ed, Edd n Eddy, you know. May your cabbage be wilted and your mustard be sour, you know. Wilfred, you know, but I like it. Like, I really appreciated how that tattoo guy, when we went out to go get sushi, like, he spoke to everybody else the same way he spoke to me. Like, there was no change in pace or vocabulary, and I really fucking appreciated that. And I was talking to my buddy who left Japan, and he didn't really, the whole time he was in Japan, he was just banging chicks. He didn't make any, like, male friends. You know, he was just all banging chicks the whole time. He was a sex machine, you know. And he was telling me how he never really found Japanese guys to be, like, manly or, you know, based or whatever. Like, he always felt like they were kind of, like, weak or whatever, so he didn't want to make friends with them. And you know, and I was like, I was telling him, I'm like, to be fair, you didn't try to make friends with Japanese people. Like, you know, like when because, you know, he was like, Japanese guys who would talk about dumb shit or whatever, I didn't care. And I think that's the difference between me and him, though. Like, the friend I'm talking about who left Japan and me. Because it's like, I genuinely like Japanese TV. and like music, and like I can get the inside jokes that they make. And I've always, like, since I came here for the first time after like studying Japanese for like a year, like through school, and realizing nobody talked the way that I was taught, that I was like, fuck this, like, I'm never gonna do that again. Like, I need to do something that just skips the bullshit and goes right to the regular stuff. And that's one of the reasons I love AJet, is because all Japanese all the time is just about, look, you get your vocabulary up by flashcards, and you learn how to use the vocabulary, not by remembering the vocabulary, but remembering how it's used in a sentence. And then you just find some shit that you really like, and you just put that shit on repeat, and just have that stuff coming in constantly. And I really, really like that. I really like that. And so, like, it makes me, like, kind of, like, a little confident if I wanted to learn another language, because I know what to do now. It's just find a mini series from that country that I really like, and just watch it over and over and over again while learning the vocabulary. And I mean, the thing is just like, like when I talk to some people on the phone, it's not all the time, but like sometimes they're like, excuse me, but I need to talk to the foreigner. And I'm like, no, I am the foreigner, And they're like, no, I need to talk to the guy who you're talking for. And I'm like, no, lady, look. And then I have to speak English, and I'm like, this is me, like, in my regular English. This is me. I am talking on the phone to you right now. Imasugu. It's like, but I mean, that's fun though. That's the level that you want to get. You don't want to sound like Apu or something. Like, thank you, come again. You don't want to be this foreigner who has nuanced Japanese. In Tokyo, it's fun because they kind of expect you to be like, I'm dressed like this right now because of that meme from Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's like, be the American that Japanese people want you to be, and it's like, well, I can't do the guile hair, so I got the fat biker, look instead. But I like it when I would go to like the supermarket or something, and the people, they don't try to speak. I noticed like in Tokyo, a lot of people they're like, hello, your total is 553 yen. Would you like Regibukuro? It's like they don't talk like that. Outside Tokyo, they're just like, hi, kai ga 553 yen になります, Regibukuro wa imasu, what is it? What do they always say? Regibukuro wa hitsu aru desu ka? Hitsu aru, they always say something else. Fuck, what is it? Regibukuro tsuke ka? Regibukuro mo Regibukuro ni mo shimasu ka? I don't know. I gotta go back. I don't usually get the bag, so I don't remember. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, this is why I always tell people, do not live in Tokyo at first. You can come back and live here, but like, if you're gonna go to Japan, if you're gonna go out of your way to go to Japan and you're gonna learn if you don't want to learn Japanese and you only want to be here for a year, then yeah, fuck it, move to Tokyo. But if you want to actually live here and like have the Gaijin Goomba experience of like, I lived with the culture and the people and the language for 2 years, and then I went back to America and my whole personality is based off of those 2 years, then, I don't know. I mean, the whole point is, it's just like, look, you're not going to meet real people until you're bored, and you're not going to be bored until you're outside Tokyo, and you're not going to want to go and meet people until you're fucking lonely and stuff. And so, a lot of foreigners, they come here, they're afraid to get out of the comfort zone, so they just hang out with other foreigners the whole time. You can't be like that, you got to actually go out, and you got to extrovert yourself. You got to say hello to all these new people, let them know who you are. Like, I remember when I lived in the countryside, like, all the shops, especially when I lived in Guisudani, all the people around there knew me, Like, I would always come back from work, and, I would always say hi to Mr. Takahashi at the police box, and he was always really chill. And, and he's like, you're always buying McDonald's. Why are you buying McDonald's again? I made friends with the Chinese, Japanese chef, Joe, at the Chinese place near my house, and he actually helped me bring up my refrigerator. Oh God, that was so nice of him. Like, I mean, it wasn't heavy, but it wasn't super heavy, but it was too heavy for me to lift up just by myself. And I remember I'm like, can you just take 5 minutes to like help me bring this up? And he was so chill about it. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, and like, and like, I made friends with the beauty salons there because they were always looking for foreign models. So I would introduce them to like younger people, and I was friends with like the bar people there. And so like this area that I'm living in now, I haven't done that yet, and I should because there's a lot of foreigners here. So they probably, when they see me, they just lump me in with the other tourists. But and the Koreans, so many K-pop people. But for the most part, it's like you gotta be okay with people like getting to know you in your town, because it's like to be fair though, sometimes it's a little fucked up because like I remember I would bring girls back to this bar when I lived in Iguisadani, and one time the bartender, I mean, we're cool now. I think he was being, I don't want to jump to conclusions about what he was thinking, but I remember I would bring chicks back to this bar, and then like, we would go back to my place afterwards, and I remember him, and he's like, so you're the girl this week that he's bringing back. And the chick left, and I was like, Talking, why did you cock block me like that? Come on, dude, I thought we were cool. And he's like, sorry, bro, I was like, that was like 3 hours invested, and then you cock blocked me, bro. And I was like, I'm not gonna. And like since then, I didn't bring chicks back there, unless I was already fucking them, and I didn't care if he said that to him. But yeah, you gotta. But I mean, at the same time, you gotta take those chances of random dudes cock blocking you. But for the most part, it's nice having like a local spot where you can go and hang out. And it's weird though, because in like Kabukicho, this whole area is just like overrun of tourists. There's like hotels everywhere here, and I mean it's good though because the economy's propping up. But I'm kind of, if you're gonna make Kabukicho the new Roppongi where all the foreigners go to, I demand Roppongi food. Okay, I demand Cinnabon, I demand Chipotle. What else do they have? I demand Ben and Jerry's. I don't think they have that anymore here. But I'm like, if you're gonna bring all the foreign tourists here, can you at least bring, the Hooters or the Cinnabon or the other fucking just bad food? I don't even think they have a TGI. Bring a TGI Fridays here, okay? If you're gonna make this place all super gaijin-y, at least bring the gaijin food, and I will be okay with that. But they didn't do it yet, so I'm a little peed in my A. Like pissed in my ass. I'm a little peed in my ode. Yeah, I'm pissed in the off. But anyway, shit, that was one fucking hell of a tangent. Point is, money's doing all right, and but that doesn't mean you guys should stop donating. Oh yeah, big thank you to everybody who donated, like either the super chat, like hi everybody, are you there in the premiere right now? I'm in the premiere. I should be in the premiere. Hi, did you smash the like button? Did you take your time to smash the like button? How many likes do we have so far here? Do we got like 100 yet? Come on, we only got like 50 on these. We need you guys to really pump these numbers out. Take that 5 seconds to bring the YouTube page back up or whatever and smash the like button. And leave a comment. And just write down a fruit. You don't even need to write down, just write down a fruit. Strawberry, banana, whatever. And people are just going to be like, what the hell? What are they talking about? But, anyway, that's wealth stuff. Health stuff. Well, I'm on my 6th week of Ozempic, and I finished off my last 0.25 dose. And so the doctor, from this week, it's Tuesday now, so in 2 days I'm going to upgrade to 0.5 and 0.5 milligrams per week shot. And I haven't weighed myself yet because, I was on that vacation trip to Aomori for a whole week. So I didn't weigh myself yet because I only weigh myself on Thursdays. And so last week I skipped that. But, this last weekend I went hog wild or whatever you want to say. I ate really bad. And, so it's already Tuesday. So like on Monday, yesterday I just had meat and I had like this pork meat cutlets, and I had pizza, and but not like it was a homemade pizza because I got this during the live stream, you guys told me I could get pepperonis on Amazon, and they're not pepperonis, but they're close enough, and I got those, and I just wanted to make pizza of those, so I made that. But yesterday, it's like all I had was that's. Oh wait, no, I had an ice cream too, so a little Haagen-Dazs thing. But it's so funny though, considering that it's like I'm eating, even when I eat junk food, it's at a way less ratio than it was before. But yeah, I'm still trying to do mostly like this. Oh yeah, so I've talked about this on live stream, but I haven't talked about this on the rants yet. So I've been mostly doing the week before I went to Aomori. So like this month we went to Aomori. I don't know if you guys caught up with the live stream or like the YouTube live streams, but this month I went to Aomori and Iwate. That's where the first part of the video takes place, and I went there with my buddy Juan, who gets dispatched to places like that, and I hitched a ride with him, and yeah, that was fun. But like, you know, the week before going to Aomori, I was very strict. I was eating mostly protein, like, you know, and I had an eating schedule which was like, you know, 8 a.m. 12 noon and 5 p.m. and I've been trying to keep that. But when I went to Aomori for the trip, I fucked that up because I was hanging out with Juan, and we're on the schedule, like a traveling schedule, and I wanted to try new foods too, right? So, but yeah, I'm trying to get back on that. So in about 30 minutes or so, in order to keep with my time schedule, I'm going to eat protein. And that's the thing too. It's like you can't wait for motivation. You just need to have a schedule and keep that routine. Like you know, fucking protect that routine with your life, man, you know? It's a leaning tower of cheese. But yeah, so like even if I'm not hungry, I'm eating the protein every day, because I realized I was super okay. So like some people in the chat were giving me shit, but I don't know what they look like, and so I'm not listening to any of them because that's the thing. They're like, protein equal bad. YouTube, Google, search bad, but you know, despite what you might Google online, when I have mostly protein in my daily routine, like protein and the vegetables for fiber, and like you know, everyone's like, do keto, yeah, man, super. And shut up, shut your fucking stupid face. No, it's not about keto, because keto is all about perfection, and I don't want to be perfect. You know, I just want to have mostly protein and feed my body protein, because when I eat more protein, I have less cravings for sugar and bread. And I'm thinking clearer, and I'm taking like mostly better shits, and like I just feel recovered better. Like I have, like right now, I kind of have some brain fog left. You know, I was drinking a little bit with my buddy Dusty Shackelford yesterday. He came from his place to Tokyo for a business trip, and he was hanging out before he was getting dinner with his colleagues. But yeah, he came over, so we, you know, that's why I made the pizza, so I could cook for him, but also I wanted an excuse to make the pizza. But it's like, you know, you gotta be on top of your shit. You know, you gotta keep that time routine. You need to keep that time routine. But also, it's just like if I eat the carbs, I get that brain fog, and I still have some of that brain fog from the pizza left over yesterday. So, and also it's hot. It's so hot, but it's okay though. Actually, no, this is fine because it's not super humid outside right now. This is okay, but yeah, it's I'm just saying that I'm trying to protect myself when I go outside. I got my little portable fan, but I'm gonna get one of those neck fans too, to be like an old Chinese lady and just walk around with the hat on and be like, I'm old. But yeah, you know, I wanna do that. Want to go out and do shit like that, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just I feel that with the protein. So like I'm on Ozempic and I'm weighing myself once a week. When I came back from Aomori, I weighed myself right after taking a big shit, and I'm down to 174 kilos. So I've only lost 1 kilo since since going on, or since last week. But that was still me eating carbs, and I think that kind of evened out though, because I was going out and walking and just getting fucking sweaty and disgusting every day, and then eating whatever I wanted. So if I can just combine the going outside and getting sweaty every day with the protein, I'll be able to shed these pounds pretty quickly. Hopefully, you know, knock on the wood, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the goal for the next upcoming for this next month, because I basically have 2 months until my bet is over with my buddy Jim, and I gotta lose some weight drastically, and I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna do it. It's not a doubt. It's not a matter of if, just a matter of time before I move to the front of the line. That's the second Goofy movie reference I made. This rant. Did you notice that in the chat? Chat people, did you notice it? I forget. Always chats. I think it's over here, but maybe it's over here. Chat people, did you notice it? The Goofy. Put in a Goofy trip, a Goofy movie line. Dad, it's Bigfoot. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Foot. Could you move back? You're out of focus. Rah, And then he listens to the Bee Gees. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, health-wise, we're doing good. We're doing all right. We had like a little bit of a bumpy start coming back, but I'm not going to be going on a vacation trip for at least until maybe the end of August or something. So it's going to be fine. It's going to be good. God, I'm really hungry now. My stomach's like, feed me. And I do have some food or some meat thawing in the fridge. Yeah, so like what I'm gonna do after this, like I said, I'm gonna eat the lunch, then get on spaghetti, ride to Saitama, go see my buddy Tony, and then come back here and talk to my buddy Scott American in Bangkok's son. I can't remember if it's Nick or Alex, but I'm gonna talk to him, show him around Golden Guy, give him the Uncle Sam treatment of teaching him not to be stupid, and then also how to get laid and all that stuff. And it was so funny, dude. Like, kids are so smart, man. I mean, like, Scott is my buddy in Thailand. And, his son, like, again, young people, man, they're smart. His son, I was like, dude, be careful. You could get scammed. Don't get scammed in Japan. And he's like, I thought it was only the Kokujin in Kabukicho who did that. And I'm like, oh, so you've been Googling. You've been learning. Okay, I get you. But anyway, yeah. I never understand how people can visit another country and not Google scams in that country. Like, you go to Thailand and it's like tuk-tuk scam, jewelry scam, all these different scams, bar girl scam, etc. Oh, my stomach's hurting. Okay, I'm gonna have to pause this and get some food. It hurts. Hold on. Believe it or not, George is walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wind and a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, George is not home. Leave a message. Okay, guys. Hi, I'm back. That's one thing that's really weird about Ozempic. Like, before I even got on Ozempic, like, I started, I was doing kind of intermittent fasting. Like, I would wait till 5 p.m., but then I would just eat. I would eat at 5 p.m. and then, like, again at 8 p.m. or something, right before bedtime. And that was not good, despite eating decently. So, I'm trying to keep this schedule. 8 a.m. protein and coffee, noon meat, or meat, and then dinner is meat and vegetables. Got to keep it simple. I just made this. It's just meat. It's just beef. Yeah, guys, if you move to Japan, remember this shop, Niku no Hana Masa. So Niku, you can write this down, type it in English really. Niku space no space Hana Masa. That's a place where you can get wholesale meat. And I went there and spent like $300 this month, and just went and just bought beef, salmon, and pork. I don't really cook chicken I'm not good at cooking chicken, so I didn't get chicken, but I don't know, man. It's just something about eating the meat just kind of levels me. And the fucked up thing is I could have probably told this to younger Sam, and he probably wouldn't have believed me, He would have probably been like, whatever, but you know, if you eat at designated times, even if you're not hungry and you're eating protein, it's gonna kill your craving so well. And it's just, oh shit, how's the weather? Oh fuck. I thought I checked the weather today. The weather said 20 to 30% chance of rain. How is it actually right now? Because there was a typhoon, but it wasn't gonna hit Tokyo. Well, it's overcast, but it's cool. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's some angry winds coming in. See, that's the thing. I remember when I was in California, there would just be like patches of rain clouds, and when they would go over, you know, they would go over the fucking place, and then they'd rain for like 5 minutes, and that happened like a couple times a day, right? But in Japan, if it rains, at least in Tokyo, it rains like hardcore. Ugh. But anyway, I'm just saying I don't want to get caught in the rain going up to Saitama. Yeah. I mean, luckily my friend's just chilling at his shop, so, you know, or at his home. So I can, you know, if I can't see him today, I can probably go and meet up with him the next day. I don't know, I'm kind of a pussy. I don't want to go in the rain. It's not that I don't mind riding in the rain. I'm actually like confident in my in my motorcycle riding skills, despite my one and only accident so far. But it's not that I don't trust myself. I just don't trust other people, you know. You got to remember that motorcycle accident I got in last year around September, it wasn't my fault. It was the other guy's fault. I know people say that a lot, but I mean, it's true. The guy like had a whole stretch, like a whole like kilometer of like seeing me, big fat guy, in very bright light coming, and he just decides to peel out right before I hit there. I don't think it was on purpose. I think he was just drunk and he like slipped the pedal. But yeah, like, you know, and I was so lucky that was raining, you know. If that wasn't raining and it was dry asphalt, this whole side of me would be covered in scars and shit. And because it was wet, I just kind of slid, and that was good, you know. But yeah, I mean, you can't be too careful, you know. It's so good. I think this is kalbi, which is like the fatty meat slices. It's really, really great. This was only $6, guys, for all of this. $6. That's like cheaper than like Yoshinoya, you know. Just soaking in its own fat. But anyway, moving on, children, moving on. So for my channels this month, let's talk about what I did this month for like YouTube and Twitch stuff or whatever. So that's a lot of Tkyo noises right now. Yeah, but did I have the premiere on for this one? Show chat replay. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, you guys were in there. That's so cool. I love doing the premieres. It's fun. It's fun chatting with you guys. But anyway, yeah, this month on the main channel, I didn't release anything. Yeah, so boo-hoo, sorry. Like I said, like my main goal is to just, God, I can't remember what I said in the previous fucking rant that I filmed, or like the first part of this in Iwate. But I mean, ultimately of YouTube, I just want to have fun, you know? Like, I thought I wanted to go. Okay, nice. Oh, I thought the battery might have died on all my batteries, but I guess not. Only these ones. But where's my battery charger? I know I have multiple battery chargers in here for them. Where is it? There's the Canon. There's the GoPro. God damn it. You know, like, you know it's bad when you mix your technology with your junk drawer, you know? It's like I have a charger in my I have a charger in my bag, but I'm like, I've bought, like, that's the thing, like when I buy these batteries, they usually come with another charger, and I guess it's not in there. I guess it gotta go in my bag. Oh, it's okay though. Big shout out to ADVJapan. He's the one who gave me this bag. Very good YouTube boy, helping me out. Excusez-moi, mon ami. There we go. I always carry around chargers for my cameras, so yep, I'll charge up these batteries while I'm talking to you guys. But anyway, yeah. So, YouTube-wise, on the main channel, I didn't upload much. I didn't upload at all, but this month, for August, or I guess upcoming month, I mean, I'm releasing this August 2nd for July. So, but for the month of August, I plan on doing some other stuff, but we'll talk about that once I get done with the other shit. For Tkyorants Junk Drawer, I accidentally uploaded, like, dual uploaded shit. We started playing Pokemon Diamond, and I think we're like more than halfway through that, so that's fun. We have, yeah, I fucked up with the scheduling, and I didn't release these in chronological order yet, but yeah, we've got, you know, I've been playing a lot of, like, just chill game sessions of Zelda on Kick, and, yeah, that's been fun, but, I'm slowly uploading. You hear that? Uh-oh. Oh, shit, hold on. Hold on. My laundry's gonna fall off. Because there's wind coming through my apartment, and I don't want it to blow, you know, when I close my door, the wind's not coming through my apartment. So here, hold on, let me, I have to turn off my fan. Let me close my door so that, I'm always worried that the wind is going to blow my laundry off of here, so let's just turn this on really quick. Oh. Do you like my Japanese ambient sound of the semis? Hold on, I'm gonna, my fatness, so let me go close my window, turn the aircon a bit. Yeah, it's getting angry. It's getting angry storming right now. But anyway, yep, the laundry stopped swaying back and forth. Fuck. Oh, I hate it when that shit happens. Anyway, the aircon is on though, so that's good. It's weird. The aircon always just faces, like, it's got that little swoop thing, right? And it never goes down. It just swoops up. I'm like, no. Heat and cool air rises. So fucking point down. And it never points all the way down. There we go. It's good enough. But anyway, yeah, so for the VOD channel, uploading a new VOD every week, just to kind of space it out, you know, so you guys have something to watch. If you want to see the VODs in real time, just go to Twitch or Kick. I'm usually keeping those up on those websites, especially for Kick, because it's got the copyright shit in that most of the time. ADVJapan, we released, what did we release? We released, It's Too Freaking Cold, and check out that sunset. So I released the last part of those two, of the Okinawa rants. Those are what was left over, so I got those. God damn, I was about to go outside too. Shit. Oh well, whatever. I guess, you know, huh. It's so angry. It's good though. Tokyo needs a shower. It's been cold. It's been too hot these last couple days. And, you know, and then all that dust just gets in the air and just, it's not bueno. But yeah, so we released the last 2 Okinawa videos on the ADVJapan channel. And then we released Tattoos Are Badass, the story of me going to meet my my Chiba tattoo artist. We haven't done any tattoo shit yet, but he's been a viewer of mine for a while. His name is Adam, and he has his own tattoo shop in Edinburgh, in Scotland. And I love me the Scots. I goddamn love me some fucking Scots, lad. And it's not just Groundskeeper Willie, it's everybody. I love me some goddamn Scots. Damn Scots, they're in Scotland. Yeah, and so I have like 2 or 3 more rants that I made that are scheduled, but I still need to make more. Yeah, but anyway, that was really nice. If you guys want to, if you want to see what the end of my Okinawa bike trip looked like, go check out those rants. Actually, I should probably take, I don't know, I'm not being too superstitious here, but I don't want metal. I don't want metal on it. I have learned from Zelda, you know, I love how, I really want, you know, when I have kids, if I end up having kids, the first video game that they will be allowed to play is Zelda. Because Zelda, without directly doing it, it teaches the kids so much practical knowledge. You know, like be afraid of lightning. Lightning is attracted by metal. You know, if you're going to, you know, if you're going to swim or if you're going to move, you'll move slowly with heavier stuff. Like Zelda, there's so much shit, especially for all these kids who are like Corona kids and like have helicopter parents that don't let them go outside. It teaches you so many fucking life lessons without actually teaching you. Like they don't know it, you know, but it's there. And, you know, I like that. It's like break hard things with a hammer. You can break more things with a bomb, you know. It's like, or like, if you want to go fishing, you could go fishing by shooting them one by one, or just throw something electrical in the water and that'll fry all the fish and then you don't need to catch them. Like, it rewards you for creativity, like when it comes to being lazy, you know. I take off my rings too. You can never be too cautious. Just put that metal all the way over there. I think these sunglasses are plastic, so it's fine. It's always funny during the summer how it's just like sudden, huge pouring, you know, stints of rain, you know. But anyway, so that's the rants. That's the main channel, and that's the VOD channel. As for Twitch and Kick, let's see. So Twitch and Kick. Yeah, on Twitch we were mostly playing Pokemon Diamond, which is cool. Yeah, mostly playing Pokemon Diamond. And then on Kick, we were just mostly like doing watch parties and hanging out and just playing video games and shit. It was really fun. Yeah, it's been nice for that. As for future plans, future upcoming plans, what I want to do is, like I was trying to say earlier, it's like, I thought I wanted to go viral. I thought I wanted to have like more views than a community, right? But it's like the more I'm thinking about this, the more and more it's just like I want more than anything. I just want to get enough money to go on adventures. That's ultimately what I want from this YouTube channel, is that I get to go on adventures. I get to try new shit around Japan, and I make enough money from donations and like Google AdSense that it just pays me to go on these trips. And then I get to bring you guys along on the camera, and I can film this stuff, make it into a project, and I can live stream in between all that, you know? That's ultimately what I want to do. And, you know, if I can do that, I'll be happy with this YouTube channel. And so I like using YouTube as like kind of a, not clout, but it's just like a resume. Like, you know, you can be like, oh, I do YouTube too. So if you want to meet other creators, it's really easy because they get to see how you are and they can kind of judge you before they make the investment to go meet you in person, you know? And I like that. And I just want to share. I know that the more I do this, right, the more that I consistently put out videos, the more I'll be able to practice my thumbnails, practice my titles. And, you know, even right now I have like a group of people that I'm talking to. You know, I'm talking to like, how do we make better thumbnails? How do we make better titles? We're constantly teaching each other what we learned and how to improve. And I mean, that's one of the great things about being a creator, is that you get to network with all these other people that have the same goal as you, like making content or whatever. And I don't know, for me it's just like, I like the idea of that eventually, if I stop being so fat, that I could like start cosplay, not cosplaying, but like just going, like, you know, I go to a samurai place, I get to wear the samurai armor, you know, get to go to the ninja place, wear the ninja stuff, like just have me be like your old man in Japan, so to speak. But it's like I'm the uncle, you know, I'm just chilling. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's like next month I'd like to go on another trip. I don't know where yet, but you know, God damn it, God was angry today, smiting all the sinners. You know, but I don't know, I want to go, and I just want to fucking like, I want to edit, you know, like, what is it? I want to get better at editing and pumping this stuff out more regularly, making like a lot of inside jokes, you know. My buddy Jim and I, Kid Shoryuken, or Mad Panic Gaming, as he likes to be called now, you know, we haven't really solidified the plans yet for this, but one of the things we want to do is I was thinking about using more clips from old like America, Japan related movies, like Three Ninjas, Mr. Baseball, Black Rain, etc. You know, like I want to put more clips from old movies like that into my videos. And so he was like, that's a good idea, why don't we do like a podcast where we like watch these videos and then we talk about it, and then you know, and then we can like make that into a series. And I was like, yeah, we could do that. That sounds like it would be cool. Like introducing the audience to the movies and shows that inspired us to come to Japan. I'm like, that's actually a pretty good idea. And then he also had an idea about like, why don't we do a video game night? Because he wants to get into live streaming, but I don't know. I just think he thinks it's probably really intimidating. So if he can come over here, or I can go over there, we can do a live stream where he picks a video game and then we just kind of get drunk and we talk about it while we're live streaming. And so I mean, like, that's an idea for like a project that I actually really like to do, but I know that that's not going to get views. Like, what gets views are like the 10 to 20 minute vlogs that are interesting and fun and bingeable, right? So you know, that's what I want to do. And each time I do this, it's like a new experiment, right? Like with the new Mario, like, for example, the Kabukicho video, for the Kabukicho video, I'm scrolling over this. I love how on YouTube you can go into the browser and just kind of click on the timestamp or whatever, or like just kind of casually scroll over it. But I really liked it how for like the Kabukicho video, I talked to a lot of Japanese people, and Jim and I we got a lot of good B-roll footage from that. And that's the nice thing too, when I go out and film with my friends, we get to share the footage, so we could use that for a future video. I really love the green screen part in this too. Nobody did the green screen thing. Well, they did snapshots in the Discord, but they didn't do their actual video editing. But I still want to keep doing more. And I really had fun with the editing for this, and the structure was fun. And for like the Mario movie, I made so many different bumpers. And I like that I got like really good interactions with two Japanese guys on there. I love that I did the Barry intro for that. I thought that was so cool. And it's just like, yeah, it's badass, you know? Yeah, I mean, like, each new video is like an experiment to try and get better and better at this stuff. And I gotta pump it out more, you know? Yeah, so it's like future videos, I don't know, I mean, I'm gonna start doing like fan-funded projects too. Like one of the viewers, I mentioned this during my last live update, but one of the viewers, Lord Tropic, if you're in the chat, say hi, Lord Tropic. he was like, "Have you ever been to Tokyo Skytree?" I'm like, "Never inside." And he's like, "How much does it cost to get in there?" I'm like, probably, $60 after like transportation, food, and then like going into like paying to get in there." And he's like, "Okay, boom." And he just PayPal'd me the money. He's like, "Okay, I can't wait to see a Skytree video." And I'm like, "Holy shit, I could do this more and more." Like, because it's like I always feel a little bit not intimidated, but one of the reasons I don't want to go out and film a lot of the time is just because it's like costs money, And I'm not like a cheapskatey kind of guy, but it's like if you're gonna pay money, it's got to be a good video. And what if you're not in the mood that day? And blah 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 blah. So. It's just one of those things where it's like it's always in the back of your head kind of thing, right? But yeah, I like doing these vlogs. I want to keep making more of them, and it's funny. The last 4 or 5 vlogs, I was with somebody else, and so one of the goals is that for the next vlogs that I like filming with other gaijin because when we do that, Japanese people are more interested. They're more curious about what we're doing. And then I can be like, "Oh, hey, I actually speak Japanese," and like, "Wee," and I don't know. I feel like they're more okay with approaching people than if I'm just with a Japanese person. But if I'm with a Japanese person, then I gotta just change the dynamic. That's all it is. Instead of being the novelty foreigner dynamic. But I'd like to. I have like a checklist of things that I want to put in my vlogs from now on. Like, for example, every vlog needs to have me with a Japanese person as, like, the co-host, or I need to talk to at least one Japanese person and get one conversation in there. Because I want people... Well, one, I want to sell my Japanese lessons on Patreon more, but also I just want people to get into the habit of being like, Sam talks to Japanese people. And they always seem to have a fun time with him on camera, and he subtitles it, and, like, it inspires me to learn Japanese. And, like Chris Broad, all these other people, they don't do that. They rarely talk to Japanese people in their videos, and I think this will be a great way for me to stand out, and like in my own videos, but also just showing that it's like you don't need to be super proper polished, poshy when speaking Japanese. You can be like raw, unfiltered, and people will still love you. For the most part, it just depends on your atmosphere and stuff, right? So, yeah, so I want to put that more in the videos. I want to shout out my live streams every video. Like, especially at the end, be like, "Hey, I just released this video. I'm going to do a live stream right now. Go check it out." If you don't know, or if you're not watching this live, go check out the video. Or check out the live stream video from after this. It's the links down there. Like, I want to start pumping out more shorts, and they could just be unedited shorts of just, like, my trips going around. They can be... like, I want to react to more Japanese videos. I want to teach kanji to people, I don't know, I feel like this month, since I'm going to be mostly, like, here in Tokyo, I can do that. So, that'll be fun. And then just going out, too. It's still stormy, guys. I can't tell if it's heavily raining or not. It doesn't look like it's raining. Well, anyway, I still want to go out. I gotta just check the weather report, I guess. But anyway, yeah, like for those videos, that's what I want to do for the main YouTube channel. As for ADVJapan channel, nothing's really going to change. I stopped uploading the mini rants just because they were kind of a pain in the ass to film. But I want to do it. I want to do it some more. I want to have the mini rants for when I go out and walking around. I want to do the regular rants for like at least once a week, release those every Wednesday like we do. Yeah, I think actually, I don't know, like I started getting a dip in views when I started uploading the mini rants, so maybe I'll just stick to the regular rants for the next couple months. I want to do the mini rants, but I'm looking at when my views started to dip on the channel, and they started to dip after I put the mini rants on there. So, yeah, just get back to regular rants, I think, for the moment. But yeah, so that's the plan for the rants channel, and I'll release a short for that maybe once a week. I don't want to overburden you guys with too many shorts, but I want the channel to have its own, like every channel I have, I wanted to have its own category of shorts, just to make it easier for people, to browse if they want to browse kind of thing. But yeah, so for the main channel, that's the plan for shorts and lives. And yeah, I'm really happy about the Aomori trip though, because up until now I didn't live stream every night when I went out to travel, And so for this Aomori trip, I did that every night, and it didn't get a lot of views or whatever, but it's a great way to kind of like recoup the day. And then also I like it how like every month or so there would be like maybe 3 to 4 days where I'm live streaming from a hotel room and just talking to you guys. So I really like that. I really think that's cool. As for live streaming rule or like plans, I think I'm gonna I think for the live streaming plans, what I'm gonna do is the same thing like I said last month. YouTube is gonna be for promoting my videos and updating my travel fucking in the middle of travel thing. So you know, when I release a new video, I will do a live stream right afterwards to promote that video on YouTube. So that'll be probably Wednesdays and Sundays if I get the fucking thing right. Twitch is going to be for chronological order games that are like pretty straightforward, pretty linear. They're going to be for watching YouTube videos. They're going to be for you know, doing like quiz nights. They're going to be for multiplayer games for you guys. I know I've been saying that for a month or two, but I don't know. I feel like I was in a funk in June or July. I don't know. It's weird. I felt like I get into these funks throughout the year, right? Where it's like 2 or 3 months I'm feeling really bad, and then I feel good. And it's funny because usually that happens during winter, and this year it happened during. I didn't think you could get seasonal depression in summer, but I don't know. Maybe it was something like that. I hate it when people just don't even go to a doctor and then they just label shit mental illness stuff, and that's not cool. But I just feel like I was in a funk. That's all. And now I'm kind of out of that funk. I think the Ozempic, the going on the trip, getting sweaty, trying new stuff, I think that really helped kind of fuel the, okay, I'm motivated to change and do better now. So, but yeah, I still want to do that. And of course, like when I start a new game or something on YouTube, I want to play that for like at least like a good 3 to 8 hours or something. Just spend the whole day playing that game just to shout out, hey, I'm going to play the rest of this on Twitch. You know, come over to Twitch and check it out. Yeah, and so that's going to be for YouTube and Twitch. And on Kick will be for the stuff I can't upload to YouTube, like watching old TV shows, watching movies, and just lazy chilling. Like if you guys want to chill with me while I'm either working out or I'm video editing or something, then yeah, you guys can come over there and hang out with me while I do that stuff, you know. That's what that live stream platform is going to be for. But yeah, so those are my plans moving forward. For Twitch, after we finish Pokemon Diamond, I'd like to try either a new JRPG or I've got Red Dead Redemption, but that's in English though. So even though it's Japanese, it's in English. I heard it's a great game. I love GTA 5, but all the games I have are really long, and so, which is fine, but I want it to be kind of heavy in dialogue or at least text. Because whenever I play video games, it has to be for studying Japanese. And I know that's going to isolate a lot of my audience, but I don't care. It's fine, you know? Because I don't really make money off of that stuff, and it's more for me for studying Japanese in case I don't make any money while doing it. And I know there's still people that support me and donate on Twitch, so I want to keep Twitch going at the same rate of Kick, pretty much. But, yeah, overall, just I felt very, very good about just coming back from Aomori. I was all sweaty. Dude, I had this bad rash near my fucking, like, in my inner thighs just because, you know, you need to fucking, it's not just about taking a shower. You got to clean your clothes, and you got to clean your clothes with the right detergent. And for me, I'm like, I need, you know, that's one of the things where it's like, you got to wash your clothes thoroughly and then let them dry thoroughly. And I didn't do that, and it's just like I came back and I was just like my thighs were so chafed up when I came back. Now they're fine. Like I just needed a couple days of just antibacterial soap rinsing and then just like putting all my clothes through the washing machine. But it's just like it's nice. It's nice to feel that pain and annoyance because it lets you appreciate this stuff. Like when I was at the guest house, I would go camping because you know there would be people being like, "Haha, you sleep in a box," but I'm like, have you slept outside? A box inside with air conditioning is always going to be like an actual bed. It's going to be way better than sleeping outside, you ungrateful, fucking unhumble piece of shit. Fuck you! I don't know. I just like it's it's funny because I was talking on the live stream the other day, and one of the viewers was there, and he was asking me, like, why do you think there's so many gaijin on Japan Twitter complaining about small shit that's not really that big? And I was just, and like the thing is like I had just come back from Aomori that day, and I was super tired, but I still wanted to live stream, and I felt just like so accomplished because even though I didn't really film that much that day, I was like, nice, like I went out, I got the tattoo, I networked and like hung out with really cool people. I got some bro bonding time with me and Juan, and I got to go to Tohoku for the first time. Like this year, I went to Tohoku and Okinawa. I've been in Japan for 5 billion years, and I have never gone to those places, and I went there and I was like, fuck me. Yeah, I don't think I'm going outside. But, what is it? I was just like, wow, I can't believe I've never gone to... Like, I went to Tohoku and I was like, holy shit. I understand why Chris Abroad loves this place so much. Like, this place is beautiful. You've got mountains all around you all the time. The air is cleaner. And, yeah, but I went there in summer, though. I like Tokyo because I wanted to get rid of the snow. So, I'm rid of the snow now, and it's fine. But, yeah, not, I don't know. It's like, come back in winter. I'm like, nah, I'm good. It's cool. It's cool. Still got like half a bowl of this shit to eat. Oh. It's just salt and pepper on a seasoned pan. But anyway, yeah, so, what else? But I'm just saying that, like, coming back, like every day when I was live streaming, I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to go online, I'm not going to watch YouTube videos, I'm not going to watch live streams, because I need to live stream and tell people about my day, about what I did, and, like, kind of use this as a journal to, like, document, like, me getting out more and doing all this shit, and so, that's what I really want to use the live streams for moving forward, is, like, if I'm not promoting a thing, or like if I just want to talk, I can go on Twitch and just be like, yeah, I did this today, and then I can upload that VOD to YouTube and maybe make some money on the live streams or VODs, and just basically be like, yeah, I did this today, I did that today. And I mean, where's my phone? Like, do I have the Polaroids in here still? Yeah, I do. So, like, one thing I want to do is each time I go out to film something, I want to take a photo. And so, like, look at this. I got all these Polaroids from each day of me being in, what is it? And each day of me being here. Check this out. So I've got, like that. That was, like, the last day in, I think it was Iwate. Yeah, or no, the second to last day. So I was there for, like, I was out in Tokyo for 5 days, but it's like, look, I got this in front of this cool lake in Aomori. I think that was the second day. Where is it? Oh, yeah, that's like another lake one, but I'll probably just use that. Oh, wait, where was this? Oh, yeah, that was the rest stop, or no, that was the lake, but I'll probably just use that as another fucking Polaroid. And then that was the first night in the hotel, and that really sucked because the lighting was bad. Yeah, with Polaroids, if the lighting's not good, you won't be able to see anything. But, this is cool, though, because each time I do a video, I tape these Polaroids to my closet door, and so each time I walk past the closet door, I'm like, oh shit, look at all these projects I finished. So, it's a good omoide, it's a good memory of, like, accomplishing stuff and going out and filming shit. And, it's nice. It's like, it's a personal victory, personal self-trophy kind of thing, And I like that. I like it a lot. So, yeah, I gotta put these up later. But, yeah, I just, like, moving forward, it's like, when you're doing a job like when you're doing a job like translating, and you're at home, you have the luxury of working from home, you're, like, it's very easy to get used to staying at home and being comfortable because this is your work spot now, right? And it's just like, so I have a calendar in front of me that shows me each day I'm inside versus outside, and blue is for when I'm inside because it's the cool one, and red is for when it's hot and I'm outside, like I'm actually out doing stuff. And so, this last month, in July, I had a lot more red days than I did blue days, and I fucking like that, and I just want to keep that up. So even if it's hot, I feel disgusting or whatever, just super sweaty, etc., that I'm like, okay, I'm doing this though, and I'm getting out there. And I originally lost a lot of weight by walking around when I first came to Japan. So I'm like, if I can just keep the protein schedule, they have beef bowl places and like Japanese restaurants all over the place, right? So I can just go there, eat my meat, eat my protein. For if I'm stuck and I'm like, okay, it's 12, I got to eat something. As long as I can keep that up with going out more throughout the whole week and walking, I think that's really going to be very helpful. Sweet Jesus, dude. Ikinari kaminari jan. Oh. I love it too because I can see like there's sunlight over there, like in the pocket. But it's like it's all gray and just angry. It's not even raining though. At least rain if you're gonna do thunder. Come on. Ugh. But anyway, yeah, guys. So that is gonna be it, I think, for my July thing. I don't know, like, what else do I have to update you guys on? I mean, like, personal life stuff is going fine. I've got friends. I had my Aussie friend come here last month. I have my friend Scott's son. He's gonna come here. I'm gonna hang out with him later tonight. I'm trying to go out of my way to make more Japanese friends now, just because hanging out with that tattoo artist and showing that, like, I haven't had deep, drunk, stupid izakaya talks with people in a long time, and I miss that. And when I was talking to my friend who moved out of Japan, he's like, I never could, because he was just trying to fuck chicks the whole time, but he's like, I could never make friends with Japanese guys. And I'm like, well, you didn't try, That guy, he tried to be friendly with the guys that the girls that he was fucking knew, and you know who you are. You're watching this right now, and you're getting all angry because he watches these videos. But it's like, for me, I'm like, look, I love Japan. I love being here, and I love the people. And it's like, you gotta remember, it's so easy to fall into the trap of just like, I hang around, I teach English. I hang around other foreigners. I use everything in English, and I spend a lot of time on Reddit, and I get angry at things that I cannot change, and I need to pick stupid little petty fights on Twitter with other gaijin, and it's just like, at the end of the day, man, like, if you're gonna be here long term, it's probably better if you're gonna make friends with gaijin, be friends with people that are at least they've learned Japanese, or they're really hardcore about learning Japanese, and they're doing stuff. They're not just complaining about shit. Like, like, for example, I would know people in the past that it's like they would love to watch Japan bloggers, they would love to watch Japan live streamers, and they would always criticize them, but they're not doing anything, Like, those people didn't speak Japanese. Those people weren't doing anything creative. And it's like, I remember Oriental Pearl said a really, really solid day. In my phone, Oriental Pearl her name is Based Alyssa. It's not even Alyssa, it's Based Alyssa. And she is so good at, I heard, like, I saw that she's doing, like, the Discord thing now on her stuff. And she's building up her own community. And it's good, though, because even though her and I differ when it comes to, like, learning languages, in general, she's pretty based. And I remember I was telling her about my one friend who was complaining, and I don't know if you're watching this. It was Juan who said this, by the way. Juan said that. And my buddy Juan is like, I don't like these Japan vloggers because they don't represent real Japan. And I'm like, yeah, so why don't you do it, Be the change, Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the world. And it's like, if you can criticize all you want, but when all you're doing is criticizing and you're not making stuff yourself, then you're no better than anybody. I mean, one of the reasons I started YouTube, there's many reasons why I started YouTube, but one of the main reasons was I was like, hey, that's not correct. That guy's talking out of his ass. And I remember one of my friends was just like, why don't you do it then? If you think you could do it, why don't you do it? I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And then I started. I mean, I started other reasons, like I really wanted to meet Tokyo Kuni and stuff, but I remember that was like a big fucking thing. Like that was like a huge kikake, like turning point or spark. You know, it's just like if you think you can do better, then fucking do it. Otherwise, you're just talking shit. You know. And I remember Oriental Pearl said the same thing. She's like, you can criticize as many people as you want, but if you have shitty videos, like you need to get those numbers up before you can criticize. Otherwise, no one's gonna take you seriously. And I'm like, yeah. So it's like, I agree with that. You know, it's like you. Like, and also, I forgot who fucking said it. It was like not Sean Connery. Ryan Reynolds, I don't know. I forgot. It was like one of those quotes from podcasting where it's like, if you got a problem with me, call me. And if you don't have my number, you're not important enough for me to care about. Or like, you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. Or something. And it's like, you know, you got to remember that. It's like, and I have to remind myself too, that like, people are more than what you see on their YouTube channel, you know? And so it's like I gotta remind myself, especially like when I watch other vloggers and I'm like, fuck this guy or something, I'm like, I'm judging the person that they chose to be on camera, like repeatedly. And sometimes people put up a front, cough, Tokyo Lens, cough. I'm never gonna stop being at odds with that guy. But you know, it's like you don't know what that person's going through. You don't know if they went through a bad breakup or they lost their job or a family member died. So I try not to be super judgmental, or at least try not to get angry or reaction, like give a big reaction when I get like a hater or a troll, because it's like that person, if they were happy, they wouldn't be doing that, you know? If they were like feeling fulfilled in life, you know? Like, I mean, that's one of the things I like about me. No sock puppets. If I talk shit, it's from my face, and I accept the consequences. And I do that a little bit too much. But, you know, it's like at least I'm willing to put myself out there if I have a negative opinion about somebody. And fucking, sweet Jesus. Dude, it's like, it's noon, and like, it's pitch black. Dude. Oh, now it's raining. What the fuck? It said 30% chance of rain. It's like dark outside. Ah, there's a big bolt of lightning. What the fuck? Oh man, I should record this later. Shit. That is nuts. It's like dark outside now. Fuck. Anyway, I mean, the whole point is just like, look, you can criticize all you want, but until you actually try to make something and be the change you want to be, I don't really give a shit, you know? I don't give a shit, especially if it's somebody who complains about Japan vloggers or other vloggers a lot. I'm like, well, you're too much of a pussy to show your face online, because you know you probably said some things online from your fucking anonymous Reddit account that you're not proud of, and you're worried that if your fucking job that you care so much about got word of that they would fire you for being an asshole. And so that's why, like, a lot of people, they love to criticize, being like, I have a 40-hour-a-week job, I'm serious, I bought a house, I have a wife who doesn't fuck me, but I have a kid, so, you know, like, at least I fucked my wife once, which was great. And anyway, yeah, I don't like how this guy on the internet is making money doing something that I feel I could do better, but I won't do it because I'm too much of a pussy, you know? That's how I feel when I see, like, people doing, like, haters, you know? Or they're just, like, single incel dudes in America that are just, like, they wish they could come to Japan. And I wish they could come to Japan, you know? Like, I wish a lot of those people that really get pissed off or, like, they're hating online, like, they're like, why does he get to come to Japan? I'm like, well, come to Japan, man. Come to Japan and let's hang out. Let me go take you to Izakaya. We'll get some chicken and we'll talk about what Steven Seagal movie was the best, you know? It's fucking, dude. I wonder how long this is going to go on for. Fuck. Anyway, what else do I want to say? Whole point is, I love you guys' faces. Thank you always so much for the love and support. I'm feeling more in the zone right now, and so I'm optimistic for the future when it comes to projects and shit. And I really, you know, again, like, I really fucking appreciate your guys' support. So whether it's fucking super chats in the comments, or super thanks in the comment section. I saw you guys. Thank you for the super thanks the last month. the super chats in the premier chat or the memberships. I remember this happened in Nagano Shinbashi one year. There was like a bunch of lightning all around Tokyo, and it was just like lightning all over and shit. Fuck. Yeah. Anyway, whole point is thank you guys for the monetary support, and also if you don't want to donate, that's fine too. Just share these videos online. Share them on Twitter, #TkyoSam. Join the Discord. Oh yeah, for all of you guys who do become members on either this, like on any of the 3 channels, the Tkyo Junk Drawer, the ADVJapan, or the Tkyo Sam, if you become a member on any of those channels, I made a special place called the Tkyo Highlander Mug Club. You know, I haven't made the mugs yet, but basically, I made a part on Discord where, like, I have special boards that are VIP boards on my Discord. So it's like I've got one for learning Japanese that only the patrons can join. I've got one where it's the Man Cave, where it's just for patrons and Twitch subscribers. And then I've got the Tkyo Highlander Mug Club, which is just for you guys here on YouTube who are members. And I'm going to use this camera more and more and more, the Lumix GH4 camera, whenever I go out. And I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to take pictures of stuff. I don't know if it'll be good, but I'm going to start taking pictures more. Fucking, that was close. Take pictures more and more and more, and I'm gonna upload them to the Discord Tkyo Highlander Club. So if you guys want to get access to those pictures, go on there, and yeah, they're there. And if you're already a member, you join the Discord and write an intro and get the mods to approve you, and go check out the pictures. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I usually end these rants, like these live updates, with like you know, videos and movies and TV shows and music that I've been listening to. But really quick, music I'm listening to. Look up 90s acid techno mixes. The 303 1998 one is really good. Look that up. City pop song Street in the Dreams in the Street. That one is really good. And jazz fusion mixes, and then city pop jazz fusion mixes are really good. Also, 1994 Fat mixtape, a hip hop mixtape on YouTube. That was really awesome. As for movies, I watched Scarface again recently. That movie's really good. If you look at it, Tony Montana is a guy with morals. He's a bad guy who shoots people and sells drugs, but he doesn't kill women, he doesn't kill kids, and, you know, and at least he talks, you know, I only have 2 things in this world, you know, my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. And, God, I didn't appreciate that movie when I was younger, and I watched it again for the first time in a long time, and I'm like, wow, that movie's great, except for the ending, where he kills his best friend and sister and dies. But, you know, I mean, up until that point, it was pretty good, you know. Yeah, push it to the limit. I want a pet tiger. Man. But yeah, have that, and, what else? Yeah, and then, for TV shows, I started watching The Critic again. If you guys want a TV show of awesome writing and great satire, watch The Critic. For all you young people who watch me, just go on YouTube. Somebody uploaded the whole series to YouTube. It's fucking great. Yeah, so The Critic, and, what else? I don't know. I don't really have any other TV shows, but anyway, I always end these with Japanese quotes, but I think the quote today is going to be, from somebody else. I don't know. So angry. The Lord was angry today. But yeah, anyway, good rule of thumb is that, you know, God damn it, I'm trying to think of a good quote. I heard like a great Winston Churchill quote the other day, and, or a Serenicus fucking quote. Let me see. Or some Theodore Roosevelt quote. Yeah, if you're going through hell, keep going. never, never give up. Time and money are largely interchangeable terms. Yeah. Personally, I'm always ready to learn, although I don't always like being taught. Vengeance is the most costly and dissipating of luxuries. Yeah. Winston Churchill had so many great quotes. But anyway, that being said, I gotta finish this and import it to my computer and then get the export started. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the love. If you made it this far, smash the like button. Leave that comment. Don't just leave it in the chat. Leave it in the comment section too. Let's get at least over 30, 40 comments. Please, please, oh God. And yeah, I will live stream more than likely after this. So yeah, come say hi to me in the live stream. And yeah. Anyway, I will fucking shizen. I'll talk to you guys later. You stay black, sons. And you know, don't forget, Papa Tikyo loves you. See you on the live stream right after this. Links in the thing or down below. Bye.